Hello, this is Tammy with Impressors Extraordinaire, and today I'm going to share a small project with you. It's a coloring project using our Stampin Blend markers. I will use the Boho Blue and the Calypso Coral, and I'm going to show you right now the catalog and where you can find our Stampin Blends. So I'm going to switch over to my hands and bring the catalog in, and here on pages 122 and 123, you'll see some color charts. And at the bottom of the color charts are all of the blends that we have available in our arsenal of alcohol markers. So many. Not every color has a marker associated with it, but most of the colors do. And also, if you turn to page 136 in our catalog, you'll see another set of natural tone Stampin Blend markers, and those are so that we can more accurately portray skin colors, because it used to be it's either light or dark. Well, we're not all either light or dark. We have lots and lots of different tones. So without further ado, let me put this catalog aside, and this is the stamp set that I'm using, Bird's Eye View, for the project that I'll color today for you. And if you have any questions about the blends, let me know. And let's see. Oh, I do want to share with you, when you use Stampin' Blends, you need to use this Memento ink. We have another ink, it's called Stays On ink, which is a solvent-based ink, but the alcohol markers will dissolve that ink if you try to use the blends with the Stays On. So definitely get the Memento ink when you're using your Stampin' Blend markers. So here's my little bird that I am stamping today, and here are his glasses. So I'm going to ink my bird up really well. Just kind of tap and check. And as soon as you feel like you've got a good covering of ink, come down on your cardstock. Just go straight down, hold your stamp there for a bit, avoid rocking the stamp, and then come straight back up after you've let it sit for a little while and absorb into the cardstock. And speaking of cardstock, I really like to use the thick basic white cardstock. I feel like you get a better coloring experience with the thick as opposed to just the regular white cardstock. All right, bring in my Stampin' Blends now. And I've got the Calypso Coral and the Boho Blue. And I also have this color lifter. And if I need to use it, I will. But basically what you use the color lifter for is if you color outside the lines and you really didn't want to, you can clean up the image using this color lifter. You can also lift the color if you want to highlight in your project. So we'll see how that goes. I'm going to start coloring my little bird with the Boho Blue light marker. The blends come in combos. So you get two blends in the combo, a light and a dark, and each marker has a fine tip for the more detailed coloring, and then a paintbrush tip. And all of these markers are like so rich in color, and you just get quicker, faster color if you use a bigger tip. And I like to be careful because all my life I've not been a careful colorer, and that's okay. I kind of like it like that. But sometimes I want to have it neat, so I'm going to use this one today. And it's designated by this thin line that's on the marker. They're all like this. And then your painting tip is designated with a thick line. All right, let's get started. So I'm going to go around the edge of my bird. Just kind of outline him. I guess there's no kind of about it. I am outlining him. And then I'm coloring where the artist that designed these stamps placed these shading marks to help us out as we color. And just color all around and then come in and fill in everything. Come back and do some more where that shading is. All of our stamps from Stampin' Up! Are designed and made in a place called Kanab, Utah. So if you ever want to go and see stamps being made for Stampin' Up!, head out to Stampin' Up! In Kanab, Utah. I'm not sure if it's a walk-in situation, but you could obviously call and schedule an appointment to go and see the stamps as they're being made. And then come in, I think, with the dark and just kind of add darkness around the exterior and then underneath. And then it's a process, and it's a fun process. It's really quite relaxing. And then I'm going to come in and I do want to make his breast that pretty calypso coral. So I'm going to leave that bare for now. Just kind of clean it up there. And then come back in, do some more shading. I'm gonna try to hit where I feel like there's less light hitting our little guy. So he's darker, so where his wing would come down. And then up here. And bring it around here again. And just keep shading. You do want to make sure that you put your lids on your blends between usage, because they do tend to dry out kind of quickly. Not like in the minutes, but you know, over time. So make sure that you cover them. And they do have a really tight close. You hear that click when I open and close them to keep them moist so they last for a long time. All right, that looks pretty good. I think I'm gonna come in with his breast color here in a little bit. I'm gonna let it dry, because if you come in too soon and the color is still wet, the initial color, it will kind of muddy where the two colors meet. So I'm gonna wait just a little bit. But can you see the difference where I've colored with the dark and the light, and it's kind of blended together? All right, let's go ahead and come in with the light Calypso Coral. And color that all in. And then come back with the dark Calypso Coral and add some shading. I think I'll color his little beak while I'm at it. Give him a little color there. All right, I'm gonna come back in with my light and I'm going to blend and just kind of work the colors together. And it just starts to happen. It's like right before your eyes. It's kind of like when I did the heat embossing, and way back in the day I thought, oh my gosh, that must be so hard to do. I could never do that, but when I was shown how to do the heat embossing and I was able to do it myself, it's like, wow, another really cool tool at my fingertips. So get into it, play with it, enjoy yourself. It's your time, and color this little bird however you want to. And I don't know if you can see it. I'm gonna hold it up to the camera, but there's a little bit of excess color up there, and I'm going to bring the color lifter in and see if I can take some of that off. Magic. Magic in the air. It's taking the color away. So cool. Wow. And that'll dry. And people will not be the wiser. So if you have any questions, oh, wait a minute. I have not finished my bird. We'll talk about questions in a minute. Bring in my ink pad again and bringing in his glasses because he needs to see. And place those over his eyes. Ta-da! Let that ink soak in and lift it up, and voila. We have our little bird with his glasses so that he can see, and he is too cute. Let me know what you think in the comments below, because I'd really like to know, are you using blends? Do you have any questions about the blends? They're super easy to use. They just take time and practice. They are so relaxing, and it just makes you feel like you've really accomplished things. So if you have any questions or anything else, just contact me. Let's see. Let me see. Let's put this up here. And oh, I'm trying to get to my image, and I don't know where it is. Well, anyway, you can contact me at tammyrundle.stampinup.net, or you can go to my Facebook page, which is Impressors Extraordinaire, which stands for Extraordinary Stampers. That's the name of my team. And you can contact me with any questions that you may have. Have a good day. Thanks for stopping in, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.